Hey y'all, and welcome back to another Throwback Thursday, where today we're going to head over to Dollywood, go back to 2018, and check out Wildwood Grove's construction. That's right, this is before Wildwood Grove was even opened, and ain't a whole lot been done, but you're going to be amazed. Pete Owens is going to take us a little tour through the area, tell us what goes where, how much goes into what they're doing, and the kind of thought process behind what they do, and why they did what they did. So let's go on back to Dollywood 2018 and check out Wildwood Grove while it's under construction. But before we do, you know the drill. Please, if you're not already subscribed, would love to have you with us. Go on down, hit the subscribe button, ring that bell notification, and hey, leave us a comment down below. We'd love you to give a huge welcome. We got some amazing stuff coming up. Not just the Throwback Thursdays, we got some amazing things planned coming up, so you don't want to miss that. So with that being said, let's get on over to Dollywood. Welcome back, everybody. It's Crazy Pop here. Today we are at Dollywood, and thanks to Dollywood and Ace Southeast, we get a construction tour of Wildwood Grove, as you can see right here behind me. So let's get on back there and take a look and see what all's kind of been going on with it. Let's go.
And we'll walk in. We'll go past Dragonflyer, and as we go through, we'll walk in a little bit more deeply. I can't tell you it's going to be. Yes. We had a lot of rain earlier in the week, and obviously it was misty and rainy through most of yesterday. So we'll see where we are when we get in there. I'll walk with you, so if you have questions, you can ask me some questions. But this will give you an opportunity to see kind of how big the land is, and an opportunity to be the first ones to actually be able to do this. So we'll get in and do it.
You bet.
Thank you, Pete.
I didn't do it. I just suggested. Thanks, Pete.
Thanks, Pete.
You ready? Get it? Thank you, ma'am. Come ahead on.
Did you notice they updated the satellite images for the park with that?
I haven't.
You can see all of this in there. Well, there's construction's not there, but the land clearing is. That's going to be. Watch your step on the railroad tracks. How far is this going that way towards the train tracks?
So what we'll finish here, this phase will end here. And this is for the second phase. So there's two phases of development on this particular site. First phase is about 6 acres, and it includes the 11 attractions that are part of Wildwood Grove. And then sometime in the future, we'll expand to the second phase. It'll be here. So the total parcel is about 13.5 acres total. And but this is the first part of it. So the new section that's going to open is going to end about here. It'll end here. And the one way in, right now there's one way in and one way out. It's on the other side. It's right across from Mystery Mine. You guys probably all walk past it. And you'll enter through a big fallen log, and as you make your way in, and we'll walk that direction. Again, you're going to get muddy, but I'm just warning you ahead of time as we go that direction, and you get an opportunity to kind of see how everything lays out within the land itself. Dragonflyer, junior suspended. It's a Vacoma. Couple of neat features to it. It does have a little tunnel, and it does have a pond that's got geysers that'll chase the train as it goes around. If you've seen some video of The layout's really pretty close to an installation that's at Energy Landia. It's tight. It's a pretty tight layout. It's pretty quick. It's real nimble. And you know, it's I think it's going to be a great family coaster. And I think it's going to pack a little more of a punch than people think it's going to, which will be fun. I think Fire Chaser does kind of a similar thing. That's become our #1 coaster ride on the park, is Fire Chaser. And I think to some folks, not probably y'all, but I mean some folks, that it's quite thrilling for many of them based on the way that ride is. And it's the same intent with Dragonflyer. It'll still be exciting for adults and for older kids, but it will be a really thrilling ride for kids that are within that, 6 to 12.
What's the
range.
expected height for that one?
I don't know what the finals are yet. I'm guessing it'll be probably around 42, but I don't know for sure. We haven't set heights on anything yet.
Yeah.
And we're working through that now, but I've not seen a final sheet on it yet. But that would be, that's kind of the age group that I would be thinking we'd be looking at. So the building on your left is indoor play. It is dual level in there. It will be very themed to the outdoors, but climate controlled, targeted at the littler kids. So if you're familiar with kind of the Fireman's Landing area around Silver Dollar City, it is similar, although much more climbing structure, slides, those kind of things, but all very nature themed, and it should be a really, really great place for families to be able to go. Let's walk up a little ways. Try to avoid the mud if you can, and we'll head up that way. These look like just roof structure panels for probably one of the Q buildings. The other thing I think you're going to be, just speaking stream of consciousness thought on Q buildings, one of the things you'll find interesting as you walk through the land, most of the queues will be behind the attractions. So as you go through, it's not going to be dominated on the midway with the queue. So you'll see more planting, more nature around the walkways, and then the queue buildings will be behind the actual rides themselves. So let's head this way and we'll... Wherever you went.
Pete, what time do you need?
I'm fine. I'm not going to the show. Just give me,
All right.
Step in the mud. Yeah, the rest was
everything's here. It's over there. And Mosier's putting it up for us.
be a theme for Dollywood construction tours. Well, then nothing will top lightning rods. That was
Mind the rebar, but it's dry here.
Can we snap?
So that was actually going to be my question to the group. Is it, based on the layout, since everybody's already seen what most of the what everything looks like, if you could figure out exactly what this is?
There will be a tunnel on Dragonflyer, right?
Yep.
I see the hole in the ground.
Yep, it's right there.
Because the rendering didn't have it in there, and people were freaking out.
No, it's in there. It's not very big, but it's in there. Yeah.
Now, is this a Larson flying scooter?
It is indeed. So, as you guys come up, right in front of you is the foundation platform for the Mad Mockingbird, which is a Larson flying scooter. I think it's going to be a great addition to the land. I've been trying to get us to get one for a long time, and I think it's going to fit in very, very nicely. Beautiful. The finished tubs have come out really, really beautiful. They're the wider tubs, so the ones that they went to, or they've retrofitted some, but the new tubs that they have that are a little wider. And the sail design is beautiful with the different birds. We have an artist that's been working with us specifically with, kind of a collectible look to vines and flowers and birds, etc., that you'll see interspersed within the designs of Wildwood Grove. And her designs are what is on the sails themselves. The aforementioned tunnel for Dragonflyer is right there on the other side of the scooters. And this will lay out very, very nicely because you'll see it. The coaster kind of wraps around where the scooters themselves. And then in this area, right up in here is where the Wildwood Tree will be. And then just past, you've got a retail building. And then the other structure that you see with the 3 dormers on the top is the queue building for the bear trail. So the kids ride where you'll be able to ride on the back of a bear, which I think is going to be super cute and fun.
Is there any size or weight restrictions on that?
Again, I have not seen them yet.
And that's going to be like an old steeplechase ride, right?
Yeah, it is. It's a new design, but it's a pony trek is what it's made by if I wouldn't have started to tell you, I could tell you exactly what it's
There's one somewhere else.
The New England area, there's one.
Moose on the Loose.
Moose, yeah. Moose on the Loose.
Darien Lake.
That's what I'm
there you go.
thinking of.
So that's really that's what but I think it's gonna be super cute. All right, under the tape, we're going this way. Again, try to stay out of the bar.
This is much more detailed than the competent strike instructor.
So that we can get everybody where they need to get to.
So how are we going to come in from?
So as everybody makes their way up, I know we're taking
A lot of pictures.
coaster porn.
That is good.
Well, we've been eyeballing the construction area for quite some time.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, you guys are the first ones that have been able to wander back here. I mean, I've not been back here but a couple of times.
Now, is this the pathway area that you're?
Yeah,
gonna
this
actually
is
be
this
walking
kind of
into the
meander.
section?
This kind of meanders the path. I mean, it starts and it winds its way around.
Yeah.
So kind of in the area where we're standing, there's a lot of water play around the Wildwood Tree. So Wildwood Tree is, it's basically, there's a rock stage and the tree grows out of the rocks. And it will be seasonally programmed. So it will be programmed by seasons with, as darkness falls in the area, you'll see kind of an ongoing show with the tree. and I think folks are really going to like it. I just came back where I was at the studio, and Dolly was recording audio for the tree, and it's going to be a neat experience. And it's definitely an invented here thing. I mean, we are putting different kinds of technology together to create this experience. So over here, the other pad that's back over there, next to the indoor play, is Frogs and Fireflies. So that's the Zamperla jump around that's there that is themed like Franklin the Frog, which will be I think it's going to be undercover, so it'll be under roof. And will be a really great family kids ride. They're fun rides anyway. Again, the retail that's there and the area where we're standing is a lot of water play. The bear track ride that's there. And then if we look off here to the right, you've got the swing ride that we have. You can see the queue is behind where the actual ride will be sitting. So it'll sit like this. So basically parallel with the curve that you've got there with Thunderhead. So it'll swing that way. That's a set of restrooms that's right there that's done. And then directly across from that is where the restaurant is. And then a little further down to the right on the other side of the restrooms is where the Treetop Tower is, the Samba Tower, the Zamperla Samba Tower. With the gondolas will be shaped like acorns. So when it goes up, it'll have a tree canopy on top, and the acorns will come up, and that's what will rotate. It's going to be a cute little ride. And then you'll walk your way past. There's a stage area for live entertainment, a small one, and then you'll make your way down. And almost directly across from, see where the 13 is on Mystery Mine, just to the left of that is really where the entrance to the portal is for Wildwood Grove. So the idea will be that as you come in and you go through the log and you make your way around, you're definitely going to see the tree, and it will be the central icon to Wildwood Grove. You're going to see it a lot of other places from the park just because of the general height of the tree, but that's really, it will dominate your view as you come this way.
How are we talking?
It's with the base, it's between 50 and 60 feet tall, so it's a pretty big tree, and the canopy itself is really, really broad, and the canopy's full of butterflies, so it'll be quite something to see.
Will they light up?
They do light up.
And I think they're winged.
Yeah, they will shimmer and flutter as they go through the different things that they do. The actual canopy of the tree and all of that is being constructed off-site, and so that is all, and it's been tested and etc. And so that's all been. A couple of different places. Life Formations is doing some work for us, and then we have a couple of other vendors that are working on it as well. So we're going to put, as I said, we're mashing some technology together to create this experience. So I think it's going to be a fun experience. So, and then the characters of the area, Flit and Flutter will be here. There'll be the two butterflies, and they'll kind of be the guides. There'll be meet and greets and those kind of things with kids, in addition to exposing them to some other characters. And we're still building the entertainment program, but they will be the headliners of this particular area. So, other questions?
I probably missed it earlier, but what's going on with the hill?
It will. So I think you guys heard us say in the original, when we made the original release, we're spending about $1 million in landscape in the area. So virtually anything that has been cleared out will be replaced, and so much of that is going to be planted. And it will be landscaped around so that it fits into the Wildwood Grove.
It's like an orchard or something.
Theme. I mean, we're gonna plant. It'll all be planted out. So, and really the magic time of this whole area is going to be around twilight, because there'll be firefly lights in the trees and around, and a lot of lantern lighting that you'll see on buildings, and I think you'll really be impressed with the icon signage of the rides themselves and directional signage. We have a couple that are location signs, one that's a fountain. So we're really investing in the overall look and feel of this particular area so that it not only integrates well into what Dollywood is, but it also sets a new standard for the park itself.
Several hundred trees too, right?
Yeah. When did we start talking about it? We started talking about it, it's been about 2 years as we've gone through the process, and it's gone through a whole lot of different incarnations. Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, obviously we started clearing the brush and the different things that are here and starting to do the land work almost a year ago. And so that process has been going on, but prior to that, the design and the discussion and kind of the dreaming part of that all started, a year to a year and a half before that. And you'll hear a lot of the storyline and the different work that is going into the story really came from, it's very much tied to some Dolly experiences. The girl Rebecca that discovers the Wildwood Tree, that's part of the storyline, is really a kind of a tip of the hat to her because she's Dolly Rebecca. And so it really, and she'll be our main storyteller. She'll be the storyteller for the tree shows, for the...
When's she going to be here?
Well, she's here today, so you get a chance to see her. So it's all, so it all comes together.
I miss her. Somehow I missed her.
So anybody else? Yes, sir.
How many trains will there be on Dragonfly?
Well, one. So it is. It's kind of the way that coaster model is made, is with one train, and I think that there will be quite a demand for the single train that's there, and we're discussing that as we go through, both with all that operational planning we were talking about that has not been finalized yet. But it's one train. So, anybody else? The other train is coming. Yes, they're going up and around.
Is it going to be open?
We are targeting it to open in May. So we'll open the season with Festival of Nations with the headliner this year, which nobody knows yet. So there you go. It's a group from Cuba that will be here. So it'll be like a Cuban big band. It'll be the headliner. We also have a brand new group from South Africa that's never been here before. So that's going to headline Festival of Nations, and then as soon as Festival of Nations is over, we'll be rolling into soft opening for this area, and then it'll open in May. So, anybody else?
I don't know. Standing back there, I could barely hear you on some of those things.
Yep.
Because of the coaster and the train and all this.
Yep.
Is there anything? Is it going to be that noisy up here when this opens?
Well, I don't know. There'll be a lot of plant life that goes in between now and when we open. And so I think that'll knock down some of the sound. But when you're in this close proximity to Thunderhead, you're obviously going to get some spillover of some of that. But this will all be planted out. As I said, we're investing about $1 million in landscape, and I think that a lot of it is to renaturalize the area in a way that we never have before. So, yes, ma'am. All right, follow Allie that way.
Thank you, Pete.
You bet. My pleasure.
Thank you.
You might as well just wait till the train comes by. We're all waiting on it.
Oh, you mean to come back?
No, to come by so we can all get this shot whenever.
Okay, I got you.
If you want to hang and get the train shot, we're going to hang and get the train pictures.
This is just one shot for this train picture until this place opens, so get it now. We're not waiting around for it to come back.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be interesting. I get to introduce Ms. Reed when it goes on routine. What it is. Oh, it's
Is there eventually going to be a train station stop for this section of the park?
Right, you sit back, watch the wind. Shaking, we're getting one. Yeah. We'll get the green. Yeah.
There you go. There's the construction tour of Wildwood Grove. Huge shout out to A Southeast and Dollywood for letting us come today. That was awesome. Really enjoyed it. Be sure to check back with us soon, as we might even have some more construction videos coming up. Be sure to hit that like button. Hey, and don't forget to subscribe. You never know where we'll go, what we'll do, and who we'll see.